Flip off the lights and something shifts. Nothing in the room actually changed. The furniture is where it was, the door is where it was, but your body does not believe that. Your heart beats a little faster, you move a little quicker up the dark staircase. You feel, against all reason, watched. You are the most dominant creature on the planet, so why are you still afraid of the dark? Here is the first thing to understand. You are not actually afraid of darkness. Darkness is just an absence of light. It has no claws, it cannot touch you. A pitch-black room is exactly as safe as the same room with the lights on. What you are really afraid of is not the dark itself, it is what the dark might be hiding. Fear of the dark is fear of a threat you cannot see. And for almost the entire history of our species, that fear was not paranoia. It was a sensible response to a deadly problem. Because for our ancestors, the night did not belong to us. It belonged to the things that ate us. Humans are daytime animals. Our eyes are built for sunlight, for color and detail in a bright world, and they are genuinely bad in the dark. Once the sun went down, an early human was nearly blind, slow, and clumsy, fumbling through a black landscape. Meanwhile, the animals that hunt at night were just waking up. A cat's eyes drink in the faintest light. A leopard can see you, in detail, in darkness, where you cannot see your own hands. And leopards are not a random example. They are one of the most important predators in the human story. Big cats specialize in hunting primates, our close relatives, by night. Even today, in places where leopards and people overlap, attacks happen, and they happen in the dark. So picture your ancestor, a few 100,000 years ago, sitting in the African dark. Soft skin, blunt teeth, no claws, eyes that have just gone useless, surrounded by a night full of animals that can see, smell, and move better than they can. In that world, the dark was not cozy. The dark was where you died. Now run evolution forward. Imagine two early humans. One feels a deep unease when the light fails, stays close to the group, close to the fire, and flinches at every sound. The other feels nothing and happily wanders off alone into the black. Which one is more likely to survive the night and have children? Generation after generation, the calm, fearless ones were quietly removed. You are descended from the ones who were scared. And that fear left a permanent mark on the brain. Watch what happens inside your head when the lights go out. Your most important source of information, your vision, suddenly goes quiet. The brain hates missing information, especially about danger. So a threat detection system deep in the brain, centered on a small almond-shaped region called the amygdala, ramps up to compensate. With your eyes giving it almost nothing, that system starts filling in the blanks, and it always fills them in with threat. A coat on a chair becomes a figure, a creak becomes a footstep, a shadow becomes a shape that is watching you. You see faces in the dark that are not there. Your startle reflex goes on a hair trigger. Every ambiguous thing is treated as dangerous until proven safe. This sounds like a flaw, but it is brilliant. Think of it as a smoke alarm. A smoke alarm that occasionally shrieks at burnt toast is annoying. A smoke alarm that stays politely silent during a real fire kills you. When the cost of a miss is death, evolution sets the alarm to be loud, twitchy, and oversensitive. 1,000 false frights are a price worth paying to never miss the one real leopard. It also explains something every parent knows. Children are far more afraid of the dark than adults, and that makes perfect, brutal sense. A small child is the slowest, weakest, most defenseless member of the group, exactly the one a night predator would target first. The fear is loudest in the body that has the most to lose. The monster under the bed is an ancient leopard, wearing a child's imagination. Then, very recently, we did something incredible. We fought back against the night. First with fire, a wall of light and heat that predators would not cross. Then, in a blink of evolutionary time, with the light switch. We flooded the whole world with artificial daylight and pushed the darkness out of our homes and streets entirely. But here is the catch. Evolution is slow, and a few thousand years of electric light is nothing. The leopards are gone from the staircase. The hallway at 2 a.m. is perfectly safe. Your alarm system does not know any of that. It is still running the same ancient program, still scanning the dark for a predator that no longer comes, still flooding you with unease in an empty house. So the next time you feel that prickle on the back of your neck in a dark room and you tell yourself to stop being silly, remember what is actually happening. That fear is not childish. It is not irrational. It is one of the oldest, most successful survival instincts you own, handed down from a long line of ancestors who were, very wisely, terrified of the night. They were afraid of the dark, and that is exactly why they lived long enough to become you. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and tell me what to be afraid of next.